We begin today's meditation with a few sipping exercises to remind us a little treat can go a long way. So pick up your McCafe iced coffees, close your eyes, and deep sip in and deep satisfaction out.
Take a treat retreat at McDonald's. Right now, get a McCafe iced coffee in any size and any flavor for just 99 cents until 11 a.m. Price of participation may vary.
All right. We're back on, guys. Okay, so we're in the Thanksgiving mode.
Yeah, it is Thanksgiving Day.
Oh my God, it is.
So
This
hopefully
comes out
everyone
Thanksgiving Day. Have
has
some
been
turkey.
safe and had some pie and whatever else you like to eat on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So we actually haven't decided yet. We're going back and forth with Dustin's parents. We might do it at Dustin's parents, but like Dustin was sick last week, so we didn't go up to his mom's house. And we still have like this lockdown thing on too from Utah because we're stupid here. So if the lockdown continues or one of us are sick or something, we might just do it, the four of us at home.
Hey, that wouldn't be so bad.
No.
Except for, okay, don't take this wrong, honey, but do you know how to cook a turkey?
I've been researching this.
Oh, okay.
You can do like a little turkey roast, and those actually will feed 4 to 6 people.
Uh-huh.
And then you can just put it in the Dutch oven.
Oh, okay.
So, no, I don't know how to cook a real turkey, but
You
I
know-
can cook a roast.
And you're getting a pie from work, aren't you? So you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that.
Yeah, so my work's already giving me a pie. I can do the stuffing. That's not hard.
You should be able to manage some mashed potatoes. You
I can
probably
do
that.
potatoes. Plus that, then they're dairy free, soy free, wheat free, all that. And like I was like telling my sister too, because apparently Callie's gone vegan. Yeah, she went vegan.
I had no idea.
She told me like 2 weeks ago. So she was telling me, and she's like, it's really weird. She's like, I don't know what to do for Thanksgiving because my friends are having some, but I feel awkward because I don't want to eat anything there because, nothing's vegan. And I was like, why don't you just come to my house? I was like, I'll try to make you a tofurkey thing. Don't know how that's going to work out, but.
Well,
and I told her everything else, and that is pretty much vegan, like my
I can recommend some decent options for vegan tofurkey thingies.
Okay, cool.
I'll show you sometime soon what I have for the girls. It's going to be good for them. I'm going to eat turkey, but they're going to eat this thing that they say is good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chris can eat meat and stuff like that, but I'm like, if you don't mind gluten-free stuffing, she's like, I don't care. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, besides our little turkey that we might have, and my pie, because the pie crust, well, I don't know. What's in pumpkin pie? Probably not, huh? Probably has like something.
You have to kind of put in some effort to make a pumpkin pie vegan. However, your mashed potatoes just use dairy-free butter, and that one shouldn't be so hard.
Yeah, and almond milk, boom, done. Yeah, those are easy. I could do the stuffing too. I've already got like dairy-free, gluten-free stuffing stuff. So I'm like, hey, that works, and I could figure out something for. You can help me out with that if she decides to come. She hasn't told me if she is or not, but yeah. Okay, so this is Thanksgiving. And I hope you guys are just enjoying it, being safe, of course, and enjoying the day, whatever way you are, if that's in person or if that's video chat, whatever. Hopefully, you can still at least spend some time with your family, virtual or in person.
To find something to be thankful for here in 2020.
Well, yeah, and this is not a very happy Thanksgiving story, but that's what we're here for.
At least we'll tell you a story of a Thanksgiving that's bound to be worse than yours.
Oh, God. Well, actually, so this is the Thanksgiving massacre. This is what technically started Thanksgiving. So most of us associate, Thanksgiving with happy little pilgrims and Indians sitting down for a feast, right?
Okay.
Well, that's what we're taught in school, right?
Yes.
That happened once. So the story began in 1614 were a band of English explorers that were led by John Underhill.
John Underhill.
Yep. Him and his mighty crew decided that the Indian land was for sale, even though it was not for sale. The Indians were here first and it was not for sale, but they decided, you know what, we're going to take it for our own. We're even going to make posters. And this land is going to say, get a home of your own for easy payments with this Indian land. You're even going to have this perfect title. You can have it within 30 days. And it's the finest land in the West that you can get. And this land was so they decided, him and his very band of people band together. They decided that they were going to meet up with the Pequot tribe of the Indian tribe of Pequot. Which this was on their annual day, which was their annual Green Corn Festival, which is now known as Thanksgiving. But we essentially stole this holiday from the Indians.
Is anyone really surprised by that, though?
No. These Indians decided to open up with us with open arms and decided that, hey, you know what? You're more than welcome to come take this feast with us. And they did. They went hunting together with them. They had corn. They had a whole big celebration. Well, that night after Thanksgiving, John Underwood and all of his little merry band of immigrants decided that we are going to come out and we are going to kill every woman and child we can and make all of the men our slaves.
Oh, okay.
And this was 700 people. 500 of those were murdered.
Oh.
And 200 of them were taken over to England.
Okay.
Yep. They came out, they were shot, and these were terrified women and children who actually didn't even own any guns. They were helpless. They came and decided that, these Indians were just open-hearted and were like, hey, we're going to share our land with you. And we decided, what are we going to do? We're going to kill them and then enslave them. And then they decided to cheer in victory because their brave colonists decided that they were going to attack this village and sell it. And they sold the men for slaveries and the rest were murdered and they were thrown into the ocean.
Okay.
And these 200 men were sold into slaveries. They said that probably 160 of those died on the way over to England. Yeah. Also, there was even bounties paid. If you could find an Indian head, they would pay you per Indian head that you brought to them after this massacre.
I am just so mortified.
Have you ever heard this story before?
Some of it, but just still.
Yeah. Yeah. They were also, after this, they decided, to massacre. They decided after this massacre, that then they were going to pay for every head that you brought them. They were also...
Who funded this? Like, who was paying them to pay people for these heads?
This man named John Underhill.
And John Underhill, just remind me again how he had all this money? Like, why would he do this?
He actually, first off, made all these posters and everything saying that he came over to the Indian land and then spoke with them and let them know, hey, I'm going to bring some people over. And then he made all these posters saying that Indian land was for sale. So then he was having people put down a deposit for this Indian land. And then him and his merry band of people, which were about 400 people, decided that they were going to come over and just kill all these Indians. After having Thanksgiving feast with them, which was not called Thanksgiving. It was called the Green Corn Feast.
Okay.
By the way, they were also kicking these Native Americans' heads like street soccer balls. And the only reason why we know this or think we know this is because there's actually drawings from people's in their diaries showing this.
That is just so messed up.
So even there was another tribe, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, Wampanoag. They didn't escape the madness. Their chief was beheaded, and his head was placed on a pole in Plymouth, Massachusetts, which remained on display for 24 years to remind any Indians that passed here that they will get murdered.
Oh, man. Our country's history is beautiful.
Isn't it? Yeah, immigrants aren't allowed here. This happened, and this was back in... what was it, 1614, And then in 1786, George Washington decided that they needed a name for their day of celebration and feast and the end of fall, which this was another way too, because they had a few crops left over that wouldn't store for the winter.
Yeah.
So they decided to call it Thanksgiving to remember how we came to this land and remember how we became native citizens of this land, and then to eat all of the harvest like that was going to go bad. So we stole a holiday from Indians, murdered them. When they had absolutely no weapons, they opened us with open arms and we completely destroyed them and we took their holiday.
That is so delightful.
Isn't it?
We've stolen a lot of things from a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, and later, little fun fact too. Abraham Lincoln also decided to declare Thanksgiving Day the legal national holiday. So it actually wasn't fully legal. George Washington kind of like threw it out there, suggested it. But Abraham Lincoln is actually the one that made it legal during the Civil War on the same day that he ordered the troops to march against the starving Sioux in Minnesota. And as we know, Abraham Lincoln was actually one of the presidents that was against slavery and everything. And he said that this day is not only going to be a remembrance of why we're here, but he also wanted it to be a remembrance of what we did and to apologize for what we did, which I've never heard that before until I did some more research. So, the story doesn't have the same fuzzy little feeling associated with, these Indians and pilgrims all sitting down for a big feast now, does it?
Yes.
Have Thanksgiving, count your blessings, and be thankful that you're not impaled on a stick.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Because that's what we did. That's what our ancestors decided to do.
So, remember, our ancestors, a lot of them, not everyone, I mean, I can't speak for all people listening to the podcast, but a lot of us have really shitty ancestors.
Yeah. We do. I mean, that is just so fucked up. I mean, let's just say, because we have more people than you, we're going to kill all of you and enslave you and put your heads on sticks and then expect you not to be mad at us.
That sounds right.
And then years later, we're going to give you a little piece of land, call it Native American land, and let you do what you want with this teeny tiny piece of land when we stole all of it from you.
And now we're going to eat in thanks and remembrance of it.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. And now that Thanksgiving is gone, if you're looking for a good gift, send your family and friends Hunt a Killer.
Yeah. Hey, Hunt a Killer is a great gift. You get to figure out all this murder mystery, your stuff yourself, or you can do it with friends. I mean, that's the joy of it. Like, you can do it by yourself, with your friends and family. You can make a whole Zoom meeting out of it. It's pretty awesome. Social distancing is a thing right now. So just send all your friends and family the same box. And then you can not only gift them a gift, but then you can also give them time because you guys can all spend it doing it together on like a Zoom meeting or something like that and make it a fun day that you guys get to do all this together.
That sounds like a fantastic socially distanced Christmas. In fact, I think you and I should do that.
I think we should. That would be
delightful.
I already bought you your Christmas, but I'm like, maybe I'll just send you some more.
Let's do that.
But
if you decide to do that, go to huntakiller.com/crime
theories and enter code theories. Also, I'll put a link in the bio here. So if the platform you're looking on allows links, you can click on that. Also, you can go to our website. It's under our sponsors page right there. So we've got that as well. Get a 15% off and enjoy that. And now that you know the truth about Thanksgiving, spread the word. And I also want to reach out. I don't remember exactly what his name was. I found a lot of this research. A, it's on Wikipedia. B, it's on another history buff. But C, I found it too on a Reddit, and then he linked it to his regular page. He's actually a history teacher who was pretty pissed about how schools didn't teach this stuff. So he would teach the stuff to his kids. I mean, yes, he technically had to teach them the wrong stuff too. But he's like, so if you guys really want to know the real way of how things went, and he was a junior high teacher, I think. So he would teach them this stuff as well. And he had a whole like course on teachers teaching children the our real history and stuff like that. So I'll link that on the bio as well. It's all on our website, crimetheoriespodcast.com. If you have any questions, reach out to us, crimetheoriespod@gmail.com. We're on Facebook. Sorry, Twitter. We're not on you. Instagram. We're on Reddit. I sadly have a TikTok. Don't make fun of me. Yeah, you're more than welcome to reach out to us. If you guys have any questions, theories, ideas, suggestions. Plus, you guys have been sending me a few of your own stories, which I think we'll end up reading those one time. Maybe we'll do that like in an extra Christmas bonus or something.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we might give you guys a little extra Christmas bonus of some of the stories we've been sent in.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. So, yeah. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this and just keep
fucking
going. So, spooky season is here. And that means that, you know what? You guys need to get on Hunt a Killer.
It is a great way, as temperatures are theoretically going to start cooling down, to spend a little more time inside.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what great way to, start up the spooky season by finding out your own little mystery. It's a mystery box that comes to you monthly, and Hunt a Killer is just a great way to help pass the time and get into that spooky season. So guys, use code theories and you guys can get 20% off any of your mystery boxes. I'll go ahead and link it down below. So check it out. That's Hunt a Killer.